welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Georgia. I'm first time mum to a 10-month-old baby that absolutely loves her food. I do too. I'm going to be sharing 10 super easy and healthy recipes in 5 different episodes. So this is episode number 2, and in each episode I share 2 videos. I will link some of the other videos up above so you can go and check them up later. So today I'm going to be doing a super easy finger food that really won't take you long at all, which is what we love when we're super busy mums, and a little bit of a Mediterranean flair with a lot of nutrients and super tasty. So let's get on with it. Okay, so we're gonna start with mini fritters or mini pancakes, whatever you like to call them, and they are so fast. All you're gonna need is an egg, 50 grams of plain flour, 50 mils of your baby's usual milk. So I started at the beginning and I used to use breast milk, but now I just use cow's milk, a handful of sweet corn, a handful of spinach, spring onion if you have it. I don't have a spring onion, so I'm going to use an onion, and I'll probably just use like a quarter of it, not that much. And then I'd probably say half a teaspoonful of garlic granules, and that is literally it. You are going to need a mini chopper because we're going to chuck all of that in here right now, and a frying pan. Okay, so I'm going to throw everything in here. Okay, so it's all blended in here. I forgot to mention, you'll need some butter, but obviously just to fry them in. So I'm gonna heat the butter and then just pour them in the pan and fry them on each side for about a minute or until you think they're ready. Let's do it. And then we literally just go 1, 2, 3, probably squeeze another 4. There we go. And voila. Okay, I'm gonna try turning them over. Doing pancakes all over again. Ooh. What I would do as well is just put a little bit of kitchen roll, just so it soaks up any of the butter and if they're a little bit greasy. Okay, and then once these are ready, we'll add more to the pan. I just cook the whole thing, and then you can keep them in the fridge as a snack. I'll probably eat them within like 24 hours. But there we are. We've got about 8. Depending on whatever other food you're giving them, she might eat about 4 or 5. You can always give them like carrot, cucumber, or anything else that you want to give them on the side. I'll probably give Faye some fruit as well. And yeah, recipe number 1 done. Super easy. I hope your baby enjoys. I hope you found it easy. Let's move on to number 2 with a bit of Mediterranean flair. Okay, next one is a great one for the family. I was cooking this even before I was pregnant. It's just a super healthy, full of nutrients and tasty meal. Okay, so I usually use quinoa, but I've run out, so I'm gonna be using couscous. And it's basically a tomato and pepper based sauce to make the couscous and quinoa taste nice. I know they're both foods which are known to be quite bland, so we're gonna make a nice tasty sauce. So all you're gonna need is peppers. I've got a red and yellow pepper. I did have a green one, though it's gone off because my fridge isn't working very well. So if you've got a green one, awesome, but I'm going red and yellow. Chopped tomatoes, 1 onion, low salt stock, and of course olive oil. I always use extra virgin olive oil, mixed herbs, and I'm going to be using a little bit of garlic granules, obviously the couscous or quinoa, whichever you have or whichever you prefer. And then I've got a mini chopper, just because once the sauce is all ready, I'll chuck it in here quickly just so the peppers get chopped up a little bit smaller. Then either a weighing scale or a measuring jug just for your couscous, and then a little bowl, because all you have to do with the couscous is leave it in a bowl. You don't even have to cook it, so it's really fast. I'll probably be cooking the sauce in like a medium size pot. Right, okay, first thing is to chop your onion finely, and then chop your peppers into sort of small squares, and then we'll throw it in the pan. If you've seen my other videos, you will know that I suffer terribly when I'm chopping my onions, but one of my viewers suggested, once it's peeled, to run it under warm water, and I kid you not, I've stopped crying since. Okay, so get the onion and the peppers chopped up. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to heat some olive oil. Once the oil is heated for a few minutes, we'll chuck in the onions and cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're brown and soft. Okay, once the onions are looking nice and soft, I will throw in the peppers. Same again, really. I'll cook it for another few minutes, soften the peppers a little bit before we add the chopped tomatoes and the stock. I'm gonna add some mixed herbs now, and a tiny bit of garlic powder. Whoop, a bit much, there we are. Starting to smell good. If you feel like the peppers are drying up a little bit too much, then I pour some tiny bit of water in, but they should lose some water themselves. Okay, so once the peppers have cooked for a few minutes, time to put the chopped tomatoes in. and then add a bit of stock and water, and then we can leave it all to boil for as long as we like really, but I would say at least 10-12 minutes. So chopped tomatoes are in. Now we can add the stock and some water from the kettle. If you were cooking quinoa, I would say put it on to boil as soon as you chuck the onions in, just so it'll all be sort of ready at the same time as if you were doing pasta with pasta sauce really. Nice change, and quinoa is absolutely full of nutrients, and couscous is just a nice change and full of nutrients too. So stock is in. Looks something like that. Looks lovely. I'd switch the heat down, and in the meantime, let's soak the quinoa. Okay, so I've measured the couscous and the same amount of water. I'm gonna pour it in and then cover, leave it for a couple of minutes, and then give it a stir with a fork. Yeah, and that is literally ready to rock. I mean, how fast is that? It's awesome. Just gonna make sure that the peppers are nice and soft, and then we're ready to rock. If you cook them until the peppers are really soft, you might not have to blend it, and that is totally up to you. Depends if you feel more comfortable with blending all the peppers and the tomatoes so that they're sort of smoother, depending on your baby's age and how good they are at chewing. Again, if you've seen all my videos, you know this one, but you can add some soft cheese if you fancy, because why not? My baby loves it. So I'm just gonna mix it all up, and oh, there we are. Okay, and there we have it. That is Faye's version, and this is my version. Now I'm so hungry. It smells delicious and it looks super tasty, so I'm gonna go and eat it. I hope you enjoy it, and your baby does, of course. And if you haven't already, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see. Subscribe to my channel and switch the notification bell on, and drop me a comment if there's anything in particular you'd like to see if you try this. And if you enjoy it, let me know. I will see you next Sunday with another video. Buon appetito!